Wow.
Will, did I see you hold a flute?
Yes.
Oh, my brand new flute.
Oh,
Very-
wow.
Ooh.
Now,
Wait,
why does it have that curve?
what is that?
Well, it's a regular flute is smaller than this. It's narrower, but this is a lower flute. Instead of going down to B, it goes down to G.
Wow.
So it has a low tone.
Oh, it's nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
It's yeah, great. There's a great shop in New York, the New York Flute Shop, and I wound up trying 5 flutes out, sending them back and forth and comparing, and I got this one. It's
Wait,
it's
I'll
a
go get.
hand-
I have a flute right here. I'll go get it. We can play a duet later on if things
All right,
slow
you play
down.
flute, yeah?
Yep.
You
If there's
play
a
flute?
lull, there's never a lull.
There's never a lull in Ask the Oracles. Don't worry, Barbara.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No.
Hey, Joyce.
I used to play the flute in grade school.
I never
Hi,
knew that.
Joyce.
Hi, Joyce.
Hi,
Hi,
everybody.
Joyce.
Hi, everybody. I
Hi.
love Marty. I love Marty.
Marty's
I know,
the
we
best.
love Marty too.
It's just
Marty's
something
a resident psychotherapist.
Oh, you guys are good for me. It's been an interesting few weeks.
Oh, yeah. And it's only
Yeah.
warming up astrologically.
Yeah, another 2 weeks.
Gee,
and
thanks, Monty.
Yep.
Well, because you're in Aquarius, you feel it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because right now Jupiter. First, I can't share my screen because Lauren has disabled screen sharing.
Oh, I think Lauren can fix that. She's powerful that way. But we can't hear her though. We can't
You
hear her.
know, it's just about 12 o'clock. So do you want
Well,
to
no, it's 12:30.
wait 12:30? Do you want to wait
12:30.
till we officially start to share it, or you want to do it right now?
Let's do it officially.
Well,
Okay.
let's see if it'll work first. I
Of
click on
course.
host disabled participant screen sharing.
No, I just fixed it. Come on.
Ooh,
Oh,
We don't see anything.
not yet.
Now we do.
Whoa.
Perfect.
yeah, but who
there
wants
we
to see
go.
that?
We
No,
do.
I don't even want to see that. Wait a second. I don't know
What
what
did you
to
put up there?
forget
We
about
see
One of
that.
your.
Astro clock.
We see
around
Astro
for that.
Moon,
Oh,
gentlemen.
you see the astro clock?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's
10th
crazy.
house.
Looks very cool.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so this
All right,
is
so go
this-
back, unshare for
Might as well
one
do it when
second.
you.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I just did, so it doesn't make much difference. Hold on a second.
Maybe this is a preview.
I guess we'll look at that tonight.
If you need help, I can undo it for there. You
No, I did it. Well, now we're we're
Getting a
gone
full house
completely.
here.
No, now what you need to do is you need to get yourself out of full, you have to change yourself to gallery view.
Okay.
Does that work now?
Well, I'm looking at the gallery view. I just don't see us.
You don't
Okay,
see you then.
We could see
Flip on the
you.
other
Maybe we're on
page.
the second page.
Maybe we're on the second screen.
We
That's,
see
No, I see you on the
I see
first
you.
screen.
I see
By
you
the
on
way,
the
Where we
page.
see them
In
only
the new version
matter.
of Zoom, you can move. You can click on someone's square and move them over.
really?
It's actually
Really?
pretty
Yeah?
cool. You
Huh.
can spend the day just moving people's squares around, arranging it.
Very
I guess I could.
Oh, I just moved you.
Did you
See?
find us, Monty? Did you find yourself?
They're
No,
right
think I
there.
will. Hold on
we're
a second.
gone.
Oh, they're
That is the weirdest thing.
Video's
But
off.
I guess we don't have to see ourselves.
no.
Now you're not live anymore.
Except
Yeah, you're
when we
not
hold the card
live.
up, we have to
Wait,
see.
hold on. I know what's going
There
on.
we
Hold
go.
on. Wait, you came back.
The host has
All right, I
asked
think
us
we
to
should start.
Okay, hostess. The host. Can you see everybody the way you're supposed to?
I see everybody except us.
And I see you right next to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so
I see
weird.
right
The
next
little
to you.
boxes.
Yeah.
Do we look bewildered?
Yeah.
No.
Beautiful.
And you're
It was
used to seeing
beautiful.
yourself.
Well, whatever.
We're gone.
We're gone, but that's okay.
I'm just worried if I held up a card, I can't see it.
Oh, well,
We could see it, but this is important to fix up because it
Yeah.
really makes a difference in terms of how this is going to go for you. Because if you're not feeling like you know
yeah.
what's
So
going on.
Monty, just
So,
find yourself.
Take
in
a
it.
second. Do you see the view button on your top
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And what does it say?
Oh, show self view. Hold on a second. There we go.
Yeah, you
We're
clicked
done.
off self view.
We're good.
Better?
See?
Yeah.
Gosh, it's so symbolic of finding yourself, right?
Yeah.
It's what,
Yes, I think we all need to take 1 second before we get muted and thank Lauren for everything she does to make this work.
Yes.
Thank you,
The
Lauren.
men who are
Thank
here
you
too.
Absolutely.
Jeffrey and Harry
so
too.
Lauren and Harry, thank you so much. It's really true. We couldn't do anything without you.
We work on it good together. So before we go mute, anything you need to say, bro?
I was just going to tell people now is a great time to get your questions into the chat. Just remember, no health questions and no politics.
Excellent. Thank you. No,
All right, we're gonna.
all right, we're
mute
gonna
all.
mute everybody.
All right. Hi, it's Jeff Pulver. If it's Mondays, it's time for Ask the Oracles. And hope you're all doing well. Like to bring in Amy and Monte and check in and say, how are you all doing? How was your weekend?
Doing good, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Harry, our producers, and Barbara Biziou's here.
Yay.
Hey.
Barbara Biziou's in the house. Barbara, we met so long ago, like I think it was 1986, because Monte was Michael J. Fox's bodyguard that year. And he put us up in very fancy New York hotels. And one day I was walking around the neighborhood and I saw this place called Crystal Resources.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked in, they had the most magnificent crystals. And that's actually how we met, because you worked for them and you helped me pick out crystals for myself. You knew all about it. And the owners of the shop, Richard, and what's his wife's name?
Richard Berger and Miriam.
Miriam, right.
They collected my work and we traded for outstanding crystals that still adorn our house. And Barbara, everybody, is an expert in rituals. And tomorrow's a full moon and she's going to share a ritual for that. And we're going into the new year. And ritual is so important. I mean, our days are spent with our personal little rituals.
That's what Ask the Oracles is for us. It's our Monday ritual,
is a
right,
ritual.
Jeff?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It makes you feel grounded and centered, which we all need during this time, different things that make you feel empowered. I mean, I take special baths. I mean, putting on my makeup's like a ritual. Cooking a meal is a ritual. Monte and I chant a lot, right?
Yes, we do.
No, I mean,
not in Hebrew though.
So Barbara, tell us more about the work you do.
well, it's interesting that you say that, because to me, anything could be a ritual as long as you have the intention,
Yeah.
which really takes it above a routine. So just coming together, for this is a ritual of connection. To me, it's really connecting to each other and sharing wisdom and opening up to, and I love, Monte, what you write about on, your Facebook and all your things, just about this new expansive Aquarian energy. And to me, though, the ritual is also the container that can hold the new energy. So how can we create these containers to allow the new energy to come in without frying us and burning us out, and letting us really be grounded and have these new resources? And it connects us to our past, to the future, to each other, to our ancestors, to the earth. And I kind of look at it as the spiritual tech of the 21st century in a way. Even though it's ancient, it's also incredibly modern. It's like a backbone. You really need it to be stabilized.
Absolutely. And I think lots of times we don't feel powerful, especially this challenging time that we've gone through. So how do you gather in your power? And I think doing the cards, doing the tarot and consulting an oracle, that's a ritual time in our lives where you connect, like you say.
For me, one of the biggest rituals right now in this time is grounding.
Yeah.
That we really, really, really require a lot of grounding. So the best way to do it, obviously, is to create a ritual connection to Earth. Whether you're one of my rituals is when I take a walk, besides stopping, if I can, it's too cold now. I used to be barefoot in the grass as much as possible, or at the beach. Now I make sure that I touch trees, that
Yes.
I touch them. I put my hand on a tree, or I just lean against a tree and ground to the electromagnetic, power of the planet. I created a aromatherapy. As you know, I use a lot of it, one that's grounding. I just do a ritual where I imagine my roots going into the earth because we have to be grounded right now. People are just fried, as you know.
Yes, yes. And things can make your head spin if we have so much information that we have to plow through or read through or process, and that makes you kind of spin off, right?
Hey,
But
Jeffrey,
we had a ritual of watching the birds. During the whole pandemic, we would make time to go outside and watch the birds and the squirrels and the,
I mean, we feed them. We don't just watch them. We're not like bird stalkers. We have a bird feeder.
I found that very grounding.
Jeffrey, I just realized when Barbara was talking that your ritual is starting companies and starting all these ideas up and being ahead of your time with all that kind of stuff.
Well, there's all of that, and plus there is a ritual I discovered about 6 years ago about going out underneath the night sky where there's no light pollution, finding the water, and then lying by the beach and looking up and imagining those stars coming into us. And I've spent the last 6 years, when possible, doing astrophotography, which
Yes.
for me is my ritual way of grounding. Of course, if I can't get to the stars, I just do find the beach. And yes, day to day, Monte, ritual is definitely starting companies and follow and allowing myself to empower the dreams that I see.
Wow, that's
without stopping.
right.
So speaking of space and galaxies, tomorrow's a full moon. Barbara, what do you think we should? I mean, it's like an important one because we're going into the new year. What do you suggest as a great ritual?
Well, there are a couple of things. Number one is the full moon in Cancer. So it's water, it's emotions, and for me, it's very important this week to prepare for the new energy. So how can we acknowledge? And I think too many people are forgetting, what they've gone through all year. So we have to really feel the feelings before we release them, but to take some time to feel the feelings. And then I like to do a ritual of, letting go, of being able to acknowledge this is what it is, and then letting go, and also using the full moon. As you said, Jeff, going outside. I love the fact if you can actually be outside in the energy of the full moon and literally lift your arms up and imagine you could pull in this new energy. It's a really good time for fertility. I've been doing a lot of fertility rituals this year during the pandemic, strangely enough. And I have a lot of pregnant women who've come out of it and babies. Yeah. So, it's a good time, but it doesn't have to be fertility for a child, although it is a good time. Traditionally, you do fertility rituals at the full moon, but also fertility of projects. Or things that, you really want to empower. So to me, using water, the actual moon, and then bringing it into your physical body is also a really good thing to do.
And also the moon in Cancer, full moon, it's very much about the divine feminine, which it's sort of a buzzword now, right? That people know that's what's going to heal us if we can tap into that energy. And it's kind of like that's part of the new era, the new shift. What do you think astrologically? Because there's a lot going on besides the full moon.
Well, let me share the screen. I hope this is not going to knock out everybody's stuff from here to Texas. But wait, does everybody see that?
Can you see that?
Hold on 1 second. Can you see the astro clock?
Yes.
So here's the sun, the dot in the center of the circle. The moon right now is in Gemini. That's what the Roman numeral 2 is, the twins. It's going to come into here when it opposes, the moon.
When it goes into Cancer.
Right. And so here we have Saturn and Jupiter. The 4 with the hook is Jupiter, and the crust with the hook is Saturn, and they're in Aquarius. So for the first time in 200 years, they're coming together. They come together every 20 years. They're coming together in an air sign. They've been coming together in earth signs like this is Capricorn. Pluto and Capricorn still been there. And last year, the pandemic was when this planet, Saturn and Pluto, were together in Capricorn. That's what started it. So perhaps now it's going to end. I mean, I have heard some very interesting things coming out of China, like experiments about asymptomatic transmission being not true, but we don't talk about health on this show.
Or politics.
Or politics. So everybody should look that up on their own, in their own fake news that they happen to follow.
But you can, with the queers, we know things come out of the blue and they happen suddenly. So
Right.
there could be sudden cures and sudden changes.
Yes, and January is going to be the craziest month. I know we don't talk politics, but expect January to be crazier than the whole year put together. That's all I'm
Oh,
saying.
goody.
Yeah,
Whoa.
really. So,
Whoa.
so astrologically
Talk
fast.
about great needing grounding.
Yes, Barbara, you're so right. The grounding, actually, I'm going to post that on Facebook tonight, our grounding ritual. We did a grounding ritual when we did a CD-ROM. I don't know if anyone remembers what CD-ROMs were, but we did the Enchanted Tarot as a CD-ROM. It came out the same year Windows 98 came out. So that gives you some idea. And then we did the Alchemist, or maybe that was first. And we have a grounding ritual. So we'll put that tonight. Maybe we could do some kind of grounding today. Well, this whole show is grounding. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's why we have people come back and watch, because it's something that you can't see anywhere else.
It's grounding, but after we answer 20 or 30 questions, I start to get a little,
Speaking of which, you would like to start?
Yeah.
yes, that's what we're here for.
Lauren, how many questions do we have so far? Filled in?
I'll tell you 8 in a second because it just started to go. 1. We have 2 more. Hold on.
Hey,
So-
Barbara, before we start, could you hold up your book so everyone can see what your book looks like?
Well, my main book is The Joy of Ritual.
Can you back it up a little bit so we can see the whole thing? Thank you. Looks good.
And you
And
have
I also have The Joy of Family Rituals, rituals to do with children, which is especially good right now when everybody's in lockdown and their kids are home.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's rituals that you could do with your kids. I can
And-
write it in the chat. So it's The Joy of Ritual and The Joy of Family Rituals.
Excellent.
And you're
But
always, you're
Please
always
put it in
giving
the chat.
workshops, and you always have special events and workshops.
And then you have tinctures, according to Amanda Green. Either that or she's juggling.
Now. Oh, she's showing them. She has my manifest. What else do you have there? Focus.
Yes.
Right. I have 9 different tinctures. I have happiness, which is one of my favorites. I have protect and grounded.
Nice.
And I have love and power.
Agent and unplugged.
And unplug is to
Unplugged.
relax. And I
love
also have
Unplugged.
magnet
Unplugged.
for money.
Magnet. I couldn't read magnet. Yes.
I
Yeah.
think you should advertise Unplugged on Jeffrey's show, where he has all the buskers who are always unplugged because they
Different
perform
kind of
live.
unplugged. Yes.
You know, but back to ritual, which I mean, the best rituals engage all your 5 senses. So can you smell something, taste something, feel something, see something? You know, think of these big rituals they do, the Buddhist rituals, the Hindu rituals. You know, you have incense, you have sound, you have chanting, you have bells. So that's part of why I made these, because after 9/11, I couldn't burn a lot of things when I did rituals, when I went into companies, because I set off all the fire alarms. So I decided it was easier to, start to use the aromatherapy, which I've used for 30 years, and to engage them in the ritual. So yes. So
That's interesting. That shows why the eating dinner together is so important, because that's a ritual.
absolutely.
That's how Gurdjieff.
Yes, that's how the philosopher Gurdjieff taught. He would cook dinner for all his students.
When you showed all your sprays, I was thinking it must be hard sometimes for people to pick what they want, because I know I've designed goddesses that have all different attributes, and people are like, oh, I don't know which one I want.
I know.
Like, well, it's like when you go in a health food store, it's like you feel you need everything, but then you feel healthy just being around it. So
That's right.
Hardware store.
I love hardware stores for ritual objects, actually.
Yeah.
I was I did a release
too.
ritual. I wanted to do one for myself because I felt very kind of chained, blocked. at one point. So I went to Home Depot and I bought chain and I bought a cutter. And the guy is saying to me,
Wow.
well, what do you need it for? And I'm going, well, actually, it's for a ritual. And he kind of looked at me like, lady, right? You know, well,
Well,
S&M here.
You bought one of those bolt cutters that are like this big?
Oh, wow.
And I did a ritual where I kind of tied myself up in a chain, and then I literally cut the chains to unblock
Wow.
the energy.
That's
And
powerful.
the brain, as you know, doesn't know the difference between a ritual and, you know, real life, so to speak. So it reads it as you're free. And that's why rituals are so powerful. They go directly to that part of the brain that is just reading it as reality. So it's very important, I think, to do release rituals constantly, you know, because we're always building up other stuff, and you're always wanting, just like I use washing my hands now as a ritual of really appreciating myself. Someone had sent me something maybe 8-9 months ago to think of a ritual. I think it actually came from Israel, Jeff, that you're washing a precious teacup that you inherited from your grandmother, and it's the only thing you have left of hers.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
You know, so to use that to actually, every time we're washing our hands obsessively now, to think of we're washing something precious, which is us.
Right.
You know, and it makes such a huge difference when you incorporate those kind of simple rituals into your life. It makes your life so much better, brings the sacred into daily life.
yes,
Yes.
sometimes those simple things are the easiest ones to incorporate, and it just becomes a habit then. And I love those kind of tools. Thank you.
That was great. I tell you, I love this show.
Lauren, how are we doing? We ready?
We're great, sweetheart. We're totally ready when you are.
We're ready.
I'm going to use our Enchanted Tarot. Do you have a deck, Barbara? What are you going to use?
Yeah, I'm going to use an Egyptian deck, actually, that I've been using for like 40 years, which I love, which you can't even get
Okay.
anymore. It's a cartouche.
Okay. I
So
remember
someone
that,
gave it
yeah.
to me almost 30 years ago. So I love this deck.
It's got good energy then.
Yeah.
And Jeffrey usually
I'm
uses
still
our
I'm using the
creativity.
creativity, yes.
He needs
Not
his
that you
passion
need it,
card.
Jeffrey. I don't think
No,
you
I
need it.
sometimes don't use any decks at all. So we'll see.
Exactly.
That's what an oracle does.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
So moving ahead on our questions, like you can see in the chat, not every question gets answered in order. Right now, where we stand, we definitely will get to every question that's posted. In 5 or 10 minutes, it might become that we might not have enough time, but we'll let you guys know. But right now, whoever's in the chat, we have time for your questions.
Speak, O Oracle of questions.
All right, so here's the question. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Oh, you're ready. I see. Okay. So first up is Sean. Sean. Where is your question?
Hi.
It disappeared.
Hi, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Hello.
Hi, Sean. I
Hi.
got it right here. Hold on. Sorry. My phone decided not to behave. How can I begin this new year in the most positive way?
Like that.
Oh, I love it. Now, of course, all the oracles could talk for all year about that question.
You got to own your high priestess. Own your intuition. It's like
And-
you know how to start it. You know everything. I think you've been using the time wisely to empower your intuition I love the high priestess. She's powerful.
And I've got the lotus, which is really about being in your heart, about connecting in meditation, connecting to something more than you. And it also is very much don't worry, be happy card. You know, so everything is going to be fine. You just need to be centered in yourself and connected and know that you are guided and you're protected.
It ties in. Barbara, when we do readings, they always tie in with each other. So the high priestess is also that kind of being
Yes.
receptive. What do you get, Oracle?
Who, me? Oh, I got the obstacle card. So I guess you're supposed to use all that Amy and Barbara told you to overcome any obstacles that you perceive or things that you perceive as obstacles.
With love and intuition.
Yeah. And Jeffrey?
I'm just going to say to embrace what there will be for you and not to be afraid of it. To allow yourself to actually go forward into it and don't hold yourself back.
I think that's a
Gosh,
really
everybody
important
should-
lesson
Yeah.
for everybody this year. When we were growing up, the younger people didn't experience this, but we had parents that had lived through the Depression and World War II,
They were traumatized.
and they were traumatized, but they were also strong and they couldn't explain it to us. And I think now everybody knows what it is to live through this kind of a hard experience, and to know that you came through it. I mean, just everyone who's come through this year and is watching this show is a lot stronger than they were this time last year.
Yes.
Everybody's here survived. Yay!
Yay! I
Yeah.
survived 2020. There's a T-shirt that's going to sell.
Yeah. And I don't
2020
know.
vision. Kiss my ass.
And Sean, I don't know if you heard me say this or not, but I do send out a meditation every day for the first 12 days of the year, free. If you're, all you have to do is go to my website and sign up, because I was told by my first spiritual teacher, Omram Mikhail Ivanov, that the first 12 days set intention for the whole year. So not to be superstitious and crazy about it, but to just be as mindful as possible. So that's why I like to give everybody a meditation to start their day for the first 12 days, to just get
Oh, it
right on
sounds
track.
wonderful. I look forward to it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Barbara, if people wanted to sign up for that, how would they do that?
So they just go to barbarabiziou.com, and it's right on my homepage. It's all free.
And it's just your last name all the way through. Just check.
Here, you want me to put it in the chat?
I just did make sure I typed it right, if that's okay. Okay,
Yes. Same thing.
great. So, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
The next question is from Amanda.
Amanda.
Please share, dear oracles, please share what the cards tell you about me and the next few weeks. Love, Amanda.
Well, the next few weeks. I already said what's coming up for the next few weeks.
A little crazy.
Astrologically, but that's for everybody.
I think you have to be quiet. I get the Hangman and the Four of Hearts.
Yeah, basically hang in there and don't cry over spilled milk.
Don't expect everything to get moving really fast, what you want to be doing. Just be sort of contemplative and quiet.
Hey, Sheila.
Do some yoga. Hey, Sheila. Oh my God, it's Joe.
And
Sheila
Joe.
and Joe.
Two
Two
people,
friends from the Tarot Reader Studio.
and they happen to come
Oh,
up as,
Judith.
oh my God, Judith.
Judith.
Judith nodded out.
Oh.
I'm sorry, forget.
So Amanda, so what I got for you, it's interesting. It's the card of the architect. It's about creating a whole new foundation. So to look at next year as being an architect, not a designer, to really look, it's going to be different, and that what kind of foundation do you want to call in that will really support you, not just for the next few weeks, but for years. It's a whole new house you're building. So just gently, slowly look at what that foundation is going to look like for you.
Thank you.
I worked
pulled
on the movie The
overwhelmed.
Money Pit, and the theme of The Money Pit was, if the foundation is good, everything else can be saved.
Yeah, and Amanda, I pulled the first card I pulled was overwhelmed, and I stopped because
He was overwhelmed.
Yes, and plus I concur with what Monte was saying. It's but you know yourself too, so it's I have confidence you'll get through this and you'll be fine for it.
I
Thank
just
you so
realized the
much.
overwhelmed card is the verklempt card.
Yes.
The Barbara
Yeah,
Streisand card.
Right,
The Amanda card.
The
And I'm
Amanda.
charging. Is it okay to be charging water during an Ask the Oracles, Barbara?
I saw you doing that before, holding
That's
it up to the
beautiful.
thing. That was great.
I love that
Yeah.
idea.
I love
I just-
charging water. I every time I do a workshop, I have people keep water so that the energy of the whole group can go into the water. And then
Yeah.
as you drink it during the day, you're just getting more and more of that cool juju.
That's another
So-
simple thing that's very powerful.
Yeah,
and
and
before we move on, can we talk about the red underwear for people that need to purchase it today so they get it in time?
Now, well, there's a ritual that what the colors that you wear on January 1st represent energy. So red underwear brings in love and passion. So That's
Or-
why that a lot of people, if you want love for the year, wear, they say new red underwear. If you can't get new because of what's going on, just clean your old one.
So and
Wonderful.
therefore green is for prosperity and yellow is for
Hope
You
and
don't wear
you know,
yellow underwear.
you never know today. You know, you could
That's
have
true.
whatever.
I don't know, but it makes me think
Blue
of that
for
Frank
serenity.
Zappa song. Watch out where the Huskies go.
Hey, Lauren, how those questions?
We better
coming?
keep going because we got questions to go to.
oh, we can't
boy.
talk about underwear anymore.
Or the Huskies? Come on. This is Ask the Oracle
Okay, thanks, Amanda. Thank
with
you,
Red
everybody.
Skelton.
This question is from Christy. Will
Wait a minute,
renewing-
somebody
oh,
won
sorry, Hold
something.
on, everything's happening at once. Will renewing a business partnership yield good results in 2021?
Well, psychically, I heard no. Let's see what everybody gets.
I got the opportunity card.
Oh, okay.
So that's a yes, but you have to make it happen. You have to fan those little sparks to make it grow into something. But there's opportunity there.
Okay.
Chrissy,
So
where are
I
you?
got the card of water,
Right there.
actually. Nope, I
Barbara,
lost,
you
I
just
lost
missed
my
out.
video.
What's your video?
I
Nice
don't know
picture
why.
of you, though.
It's a very lovely picture, actually.
No, it says the host has stopped my video.
That's because
Okay, we'll try
Lauren
again.
can't talk. Okay, there she is.
Lauren, I can't hear you anyway.
Okay, we back? Okay, so I got the card of water, which to me means things will come in and things will go out. So there may be, ooh, as I just dropped a glass of water.
Something
That's
just
very
went out.
interesting. Talk about acknowledging. So things come in and out when there's water. It's not necessarily what you may think it is. It may be something else.
Yeah, I got the feeling that talking about it and thinking about it was enough. You don't actually have to renew the partnership. That maybe that's what's going to produce the opportunities.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just add to it. It did not feel like it was a balanced partnership. Calling it a partnership is a stretch, and that if you were to go forward and renew it, you need to make sure there's balance and that you're not giving too much on your side of it. There needs to be a mutually beneficial relationship on both ends. Otherwise, as Monte was, it will not happen.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense, Christy?
It does.
And then, of course, our usual disclaimer, all our free readings come with money back guarantees.
And we don't provide financial advice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Lauren.
Hello. Oh,
Hello.
I apologize, Barbara. What I was trying to do was take myself off the screen, and our buttons were too close together. So I.
That's okay, honey. I like being a button next to you.
I'm just really sorry. It's a little frenetic around here sometimes. Okay.
That'd
our
make a
next
nice
person up
greeting
is Nora.
card.
Is Nora here?
Be my button, right?
You're right. I like being a button next to you.
Good lyric.
Well, here's the thing. Nora would like to know.
I saw her before.
She's here. She's here. Will I win my lawsuit in 2021 without going to court?
That's a
How do you win a lawsuit without going to court?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Queen of Pentacles, which is a big yes, if you're asking yes or no, and that's money, and that's pretty direct.
I think you've stumped this oracle. Stumped the oracles, a new show, spinoff.
You can settle out of court, Monte, right?
I guess you can, but I don't know if that's considered. Okay.
Yeah, settle out of court.
Okay. If Amy
That's
says
a
it,
big-
yeah. I mean,
I think you can for sure.
I listen to what Amy tells me, so
Oh,
Most of the time.
except when I don't.
So mine says there's something you don't know. That there's something that has yet to be revealed.
Is that the known unknown or the unknown unknown?
Yeah, so the cards aren't telling you a yes or a no, but saying there's something to be revealed that maybe you don't know yet, or that there's some information. So I'm not getting a yes or a no.
What'd you get, Jeff?
They're still gathering information, so that could be what I don't know.
Right, yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, I know. It makes sense to me too.
okay.
Okay.
All right, so hopefully that was helpful.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Our next question is from Lexi.
Thank you.
Lexi, can you hear us? There you go.
Yep.
Lexi, what are you
Lexi-
cooking?
I'm making ham and cheese eggs for my kids at the moment.
That's good. Lexi's middle child, Elizabeth, has been struggling. Any insight would be greatly appreciated.
Well, while they pick cards, I'll tell you what I got. I just heard that she's got like the Einstein problem, where when they asked him questions, he would stand there and think about every possible answer, and they thought that he was slow. And I'm not saying that anyone thinks she's slow or anything. I think she's just like too smart for her age.
She
And-
overthinks for sure.
She what? I'm sorry?
She overthinks things all the time.
Yeah, because that's the image I got right away was Einstein standing up in a class, and I've never seen that image before. Amy got the love card, so she's a loving person.
I was also asking how you can help her the most, which is just with love, and so she feels special that way, and just to do
Yeah,
fun,
wow.
loving things together. I don't think there's a big problem according to this card.
Right, of course.
And I think, Lexi, this is for you. It's a 3-word sentence: patience, courage, and go deeper.
Wow.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because that's exactly what we're talking about. That on the surface, it
Right.
might look like a problem, but it's not.
Yeah, I got Lexi the card of initiation, that she's really being initiated into the next level of her being. And anytime there's any kind of initiation, it could appear stressful because it's unknown. So it's very important that her basics are really taken care of, that she feels safe, she has the right kind of foods, that those real basic exercise, she has exercise, there's enough fun. Those real like Maslow's basic needs have to be taken care of, because how old is she now?
13.
Yeah, so there she is. She's being initiated into womanhood,
Yeah.
so she's
I
biologically and everything. She's going through a big, ritual transition, really.
That's
So,
amazing.
Lexi, I have that number in my head, and I'll tell you this: that before she's 20, she'll explain to you what's happening now.
Awesome. I look forward to it.
Yeah,
I like that, Jeff.
I mean,
It's helpful.
I also got the feeling she's super worried about offending anyone.
Yes, all the time.
Yeah, I mean that's the feeling I got psychically, that she, one of the reasons she doesn't speak is she's really, I guess maybe it's an outgrowth of cancel culture, where people,
Wow.
where young people see that if somebody says anything, there's a whole bunch of people that are ready to, you hurt my feelings, you can't say that. So I think
Right.
Or they
she's
get
like,
exposed on social media and all that.
she's got collateral damage. Wait, Marty has something, and Marty is actually a trained person with,
Unlike us.
unlike me, it's just like giving you psychic stuff. What do you say, Marty?
Okay, what I'm getting for her is that you could teach her if she's 13, this is totally appropriate. Teach her the maid and the mother, the crone, because I think she's intensely intuitive, and you need to teach her boundaries, like how to do boundaries, but not how to do them in a way of blocking herself off.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can teach her pink light, because pink light brings calmness to our mind. And you can teach her to do that every day. Every morning, she surrounds herself with like a pink mist. And even
Okay.
if she wants to wear pink, hidden, anything, it doesn't matter. But I have the sense that she's going to really come into her own. Definitely, I got 20, definitely, and I got 45. Okay, but
Thank you.
that she's always going to be a little off. She's going to be a little out of sync until she's a crone.
Okay.
And when she hits her older years, sky's the limit. So you have a treasure, you have a real treasure here. And she's been born into your life because they knew that you would take care of her.
Aw,
Okay.
that makes me cry.
Okay.
Oh, Marty.
Right.
Made me
Thank
cry
you.
too.
Thank you for letting me share that. Thank you.
That's beautiful.
That was
Thank
good.
you.
And she is cooking with onions. And we're always spiritual people are always talking about, oh yeah, you got to peel the onion. And everybody forgets when you peel onions, you cry.
Right. That's a good one.
Yeah. I do come up with an occasional good one,
Right.
You.
like a stopped clock.
Thank you all very much.
Oh,
You
listen, when someone mentions a child, the first responders of Ask the Oracles rush right towards it.
Right. All right. Our next question today is from Joseph. Will this be the year that I retire from my public school career?
I heard yes psychically, and I also want to welcome everybody who's here because I see we have 3 screens. Haven't had 3 screens in a couple of weeks. This is great.
I got 2 princes for you.
Wow.
So I interpret that as a yes, and I think it's not like you're going to retire. There's so much you want to do.
Right.
You're going to be galloping along on 2 fronts.
Wow, that's the emotional and the fighting for what you believe in.
So I would say, yeah, you're going to start doing your own thing more.
That's the plan.
Yes.
And so interesting because last year, Monte, I asked this question of you, I think in a Facebook forum, and you said that it wouldn't be last year, this 2020, but it would be 2021. So this is actually lining up again.
Wow.
We like confirmation. Thank you.
Yeah.
I like people that remember stuff.
Yeah,
too.
because we don't.
You know, it's a good thing you do.
I don't remember everything these days.
No.
Nice
Yeah,
to
I
see
also
you.
get, Joseph, that I have fire for you. So the element of fire, meaning you have a lot of energy, a lot of creativity. It's like not about retiring, it's about rewiring, I mean, going
That's
to the
nice.
next.
I love that, Barbara. Good.
That's very helpful because I'm not looking to, just sit back. I have a lot of plans, but I have to give this up if I'm going to do that. And I've got 39 years in the public system, so it's kind of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you paid your dues.
Yep.
Yeah, in astrology, the planet Uranus goes around the solar system in approximately 80 years. So that's why 40 years is the midlife crisis. And Uranus represents, in astrology, represents the energy that wants you to keep your life new and exciting. So when it opposes itself in 40 years, it says to you, have you made your life a statement of your originality? And it's also a time when a lot of people leave work, leave relationships that they're not fulfilled in, that kind of thing. I'm not saying you're going to buy a midlife crisis red motorcycle, but you might.
A horse. I got the horse.
He's going to get two horses, 2 chestnuts.
Wow, excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you. Congratulations on teaching so long. That's awesome.
Yeah, really. I don't know how you did
I'm
that.
actually I'm an administrator, so it's
Hey.
and I stayed just to keep the department stable right now. And
That was nice of
Oh,
you.
that's nice.
Amazing.
You took one for the team.
I did. It was a tough year. I mean, it's been a tough year, and we've got 6 more months, and it's been difficult. So,
I bet.
but I feel like I did the right thing, and I think I kept things moving and stable, and it's been working. And I think that had I gone, that would not have been very good at all, and I probably would have been sitting with a terrible sense of guilt about it too.
Well, speaking of guilt, psychically, I got the feeling that they're going to try and make you stay. So you have to be prepared for that.
They're like not, I know my superintendent is not fond of the idea of me going.
No, but
Okay.
you just have to take the initiative and just go. Know
Yeah,
that
exactly.
You have great things ahead of you. Now this is the year to let go and go forward.
Yeah, leave like a Hollywood producer, which means you leave without saying goodbye.
No.
Monte.
No, that's 100% true.
Joseph alone and go on to the next
He's
one.
not going to do that.
I can tell you.
He wants a party.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No,
I
no
could
part.
tell you stories about Hollywood producers. You wouldn't believe it.
We're going to have to listen to those stories. This next question is from Marianne. I had an interview 2 weeks ago, and I'm told they would let me know after the holidays if I got the job. My question is, am I going to get the job?
I hear yes.
Yes. So this happens on Ask the Oracles all the time. The same card crops up. So this is the opportunity card that just came up before, and that's a definite yes, there's opportunity.
And you might actually get more than one opportunity. So sometimes when you see this, it means you might get another job offer too.
It's
Oh,
good.
great. Great.
Or better opportunity than you even were looking for. So yeah.
Excellent.
I got the recharge card. This is the art on. I'm sorry, Barbara. Go
No,
right
that's
ahead.
okay. Go.
No, that's okay. Go ahead. You're the guest.
No, I got the scarab.
Nice.
So in Egyptian mythology, the scarab tells you to keep going, so that don't give up, that absolutely there's many opportunities. I get the same as Monte. I get there's more than one actually. So it's all very positive, but just keep going. Don't give up.
Great, thank you. Thank you.
We're rocking it here on Ask the Oracles, everybody.
Always.
Without commercial interruption.
This question is from Susanna. Question, card for healing fifth chakra, Capricorn Sun, Sag Rising, Sag Rising.
In other words, you're asking for a card to heal your fifth chakra?
Or yes.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, you have Sagittarius rising and moon in Sagittarius?
Yes.
Okay, pro tip for all you astrologers out there, anyone with moon on the ascendant, which makes you a double Sag, can sell ice to Eskimos. It makes you a great salesperson.
And very honest to a fault. Well, I get the Empress for you. So that's creativity. So for healing your fifth chakra, that's, flowers, gardens, creativity, all those beauty. Beauty is what's going to heal.
You're right. So surround go to a botanic gardens if you can.
Okay. So you got the Empress and I got the Emperor.
Wow.
What I'm getting at, there's something to be healed with you and the masculine, that it inhibits you from really speaking your truth with real power, and that there's some kind of disconnect between power and heart that needs to also be healed, that you can speak with really power and strength and still be heart-centered.
And speaking of red underwear, because colors healed. I'm a fashion designer. I always think of that. And you have blue around your neck. And I think to do that with intention to heal your speaking and your self-expression and your communications.
But Sagittarius is the most honest sign. They usually can't not tell the truth.
It's a problem.
Well, yeah. I mean, Sagittarius, and especially a double Sag,
Yeah.
You'll tell the truth even when it works to your detriment.
Yes.
Yeah, it's that foot and mouth disease that I have.
no,
I'm a Sag.
Sag and Sag rising and moon and Sag. Yep, you got it.
It's for their own good, right?
It's for our own good, not for their own good.
Kicking the sword in and
Right.
Gently. Gently. Learning to be gentle.
You can tell that I'm on the 12th week of my 12-week astrology course that I've been teaching. I can't get it out of my head.
Plus, I just proofread our new astrology book.
Mindful Astrology coming out this spring.
It's
Yay.
nice when you get it back all designed, after many months.
And you forgot that you wrote it.
You read it and you say, this is pretty good.
Yeah, who wrote this?
Who wrote it? Yeah.
Thank you.
I just want to
Thank you.
remember we're doing an astrology panel on
Yes.
January 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And we have a panel of 5 other astrologers and us all talking about the whole year, what's up astrologically. And they're all specialists in different kinds of astrology. So it'll be very interesting.
And afterwards, we all enter the witness protection program.
Do you have a link for that, Amy?
I'll
You can tell we're really looking forward to it. No, we don't have a link, and she just remembered that she did it.
Oh,
We're posting it on our Facebook page.
Right.
Okay, so
with
we'll
5
check out-
seconds before it goes on.
Okay. Our next question today is from Ro. I plan on releasing a new business program in late January, but I have more on my plate in January now. Should I move it to February? Where do you see more success with it?
I say keep it going. I'm
January, definitely.
I'm going commando on this Ask the Oracles thing. I'm doing psychic stuff only.
Yeah.
And I heard definitely January.
I did too.
I did too.
What do you say, Jeff?
Why does it sound like that?
I'm 4-0. Go for keep it in January.
Wow, 4-0. That you got a 4 oracle panel going.
So what are you going to do, Ro?
I guess I'm doing it in January.
We just like to see people work hard.
I know, you just want me to work hard. That's it. I got it.
Yeah. Listen, if we got to do it, you got to do it.
Thank you. Thank
You know the old
Welcome.
expression, misery loves miserable company.
Ooh.
All right, let me take
No, I'll keep it fun.
Oh, that's good. No, listen, there's another expression. If you want something done, give it to someone who's busy.
That don't give it to me anymore. I've done that throughout my life. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh,
Okay,
Cassie, did you post our link?
You did, yes.
Thank you so much.
thank
That was
you,
so
Pat.
nice of you.
The best.
Thank
We
you.
have great community here.
We do.
We
We
do.
do.
We're very, very blessed, and we keep each other together. I'm not sure if we pronounce your name Teja. It's Teja.
Yeah, yeah.
Taya. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Hi, Taya.
Taya's here.
Hi,
and
Taya.
The question is, I plan to move to San Francisco. I plan to move to San Francisco and New Zealand in 2021 to run my own lab there. Do you see my endeavors as successful? And is there something I should be focusing on? The number one thing.
Wow.
Number one thing is communication. Make sure what you're doing is understood by those that you plan to sell to and those who plan to work with. That the intention is there, but the understanding of what you're doing is not necessarily communicated effectively or efficiently through how you're saying it currently. That was what I had the moment I saw your question get popped in, and I've been holding that.
That sounds good. I got the Ace of Pentacles, which is, yes, very successful. You'll be rewarded in this endeavor. You'll make money, and it's a great new beginning.
Yeah.
Barbara?
The challenge is just being understood.
Yeah, I got that it'll be successful, but there'll be a couple of glitches. So don't give up, that you have a lot of good luck and good fortune around you. And that it's sort of like learning, as they said, with the communication, but also what's the constructive use of chaos? I think that's something that pops up too.
That seems to relate to the card I pulled, which I love the art of this, the sky that this man is out in. And this card in the Creativity Oracle says obstacles. Do not dwell on how you're going to surmount obstacles presently in your way.
So in other words, she's just going to go do it.
Go do it.
And deal with it.
And New Zealand is not locked down at all.
Our nephew lives there.
Yeah, we were just talking to them.
Life is normal in New Zealand.
Yeah, I mean they have less people in New Zealand than in Brooklyn, so it's a lot more manageable population.
Only 5 million.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you everything.
You're welcome.
But enjoy it. Everyone seems to like New Zealand. I was drawn to the North Island for some reason for you. Is that where you're going?
No, I'm going to the Auckland part.
I see. I don't know why I saw the North Island then, but that's.
Oh, well, keep it in mind. You never know.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wonderful. Okay, our next question today is from Bernie.
Bernie.
In the next 3 months, several business flows become more intense. Will juggling be my new art form?
Well, yes is the easy answer.
Thank you.
I got the Lovers, which is a choice. So at a certain point, you're not going to be able to juggle. You're going to have to decide which one is the most alluring
Right.
to you. Yes.
Yeah.
Because everything looks good right now.
True.
Barbara? I like your deck, by the way.
I know, it's fun. I like the
thank
cards
you.
you're using.
I mean, I got the card of Bast, the goddess Bast. So Bast is really about music and movement and ritual and happiness. So what I'm getting from her is enjoy what's coming to you and pick the things that really speak to you and enhance you, don't diminish you.
So it makes me happy. Go that way.
Yeah.
In sync. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and Bernie, but also don't worry about this. It's like you got it. You got it.
Yeah.
It's not something to even to worry about because naturally you have it. So it's for me the answer was what I felt was what Monte was saying originally, and I think it's the balance you find. But 3 months what happens 3 months from now will put you even in more of a bind because you have more choices to make.
Oh, good.
Well, that's good. Choice is good, right, Jeff?
Oh yeah, no, it's
Yes.
these are good choices, not bad choices, and it's just figuring out between juggling and where you want to put your time. It's like you're being pulled, but then you need to make that choice as far as consciously where you go.
Understood.
Excellent.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things, and I guess you could call it a ritual that I do when there's those kind of choices, is to really kind of tune in and see when I think of doing it or putting my energy in, is my energetic system opening or closing? And if it's opening, that's my message that it's good for me. If it's closing, not so much. And I do it sometime on a scale of 1 to 10. Anything over a 5, I go for. Anything under a 5, I let go of. Even if it might intellectually sound good, it doesn't usually resonate with my higher knowing or purpose.
Okay,
Is that
that
a
makes
ritual
sense.
for you, Barbara?
Yeah.
What?
Is that a ritual that you do on a regular basis?
Yes, I do that on a regular basis, absolutely, because being a Sag, I have lots of choices always. I mean, I do. I mean, I'm very blessed with always having new things come, and some, even though I tend to want to say yes to everything, it doesn't always serve me. So I have to really tune in and say, is this really in my highest good to go for it, even if it sounds great? So yeah, I do that on a regular basis in my meditation in the morning.
Sometimes we talk about yes or no answers when we're doing questions, and you feel a clenched fist for a no and an open palm for a yes. It's the same
Right.
thing, same kind of thing.
So get a bolt cutter and a set of chains, and if I get free, I'm good.
That's right.
And red
You should have
underwear.
seen the rituals Amy, Monte, and I did aboard a ship once. My
Oh, that
God.
was so much fun. We did a couple cruises together, which
New Age cruises.
we had like 700 people that were all into our kind of stuff. It was wild.
It was
Wow.
great. It was called the Inner Voyage.
And we
You
all,
guys go to sea, or were you at dock the whole
No,
time?
we went to
No,
sea.
we
for a
went to
week.
sea.
but it didn't matter where we went because it was the inner voyage.
Right, exactly.
Right. There wasn't a pair of red underwear that was not cut with bolt cutters by the end of that cruise.
Costumes.
Yes.
Oh, goodness. Okay, we're ready to move on, maybe?
Yes.
Maybe. Okay. So our next question is from Joyce. Joyce wants to know, am I really going to Florida this winter?
Yes.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yes,
What do
definitely.
you mean? You're
Yeah.
questioning the oracles?
Go deeper. Keep going. Go to Key West. Go to Cuba.
Just go.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I got the hermit.
You're going by yourself.
Are you going by yourself part of the time?
I don't think so.
Well, the hermit walks alone.
Maybe it's just that kind of protection that's required these days.
To keep
6 feet away. Yeah.
Well, I don't know how much longer that's going to last. According to fake news.
Did you know that 6 feet thing was invented by a 14-year-old girl?
And she only won second place in the science project.
It was
for
a
it.
science project, and her father was in Homeland Security and thought it was a good idea. That's what we're all doing because a 14-year-old girl said it was good.
Well, teenagers have the answers to everything.
Right.
Apparently this one did.
Where do you live now?
Shelter Island.
Oh, okay. Because I get it's really important for you, to be not just around water, but also earth. So I don't know where you're thinking of going in Florida.
She lives right on the water now.
But where is Florida for you, more land, or is it on the ocean?
It's also on the ocean.
Yeah, but I get that it's also important for you to be in the earth, not just the water element. You need the earth element.
That's interesting because I think there's not a lot of earth there.
Well, there is. There's earth there. Yeah. But, you can just be around trees or, gardens or...
That's what she paints. She paints flowers all the time.
Yes, she does.
And trees.
Oh, are you near the Murakami Museum?
No, I love that place though.
Because that would be, I get that, I got the Murakami for you. That would be a great place to spend your, time for you.
Where is that?
Around Boca,
Yeah.
beautiful Japanese gardens, really beautiful.
It's one of my favorite places. That's funny.
There you
I went
go.
there once, yeah. And I didn't spend enough time there either. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
You're welcome, Joyce.
Safe travels, Joyce, when it's time.
When it's time.
When it's time. Our next question is from Rita.
Hi, Rita.
Hello, Rita.
Where's Rita?
She's there. Rita, say hi so they can see you.
We see her.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Rita.
Happy New
Okay,
Year.
so Rita wants to
You
know,
too.
is it safe for me to fly back to California in late January?
I hear yes.
Yes, I got yes too without pulling a card.
I got temperance, so it might, you might change the date as you go along, but I that's fine. It just might be, a little later than you think.
Yeah, but I heard yes.
Safe travels.
That was easy, Rita.
That was great, Rita.
But interesting, Monte, you said that January was going to be full of incredible surprises.
Yes, including you going to California. That was one of them I forgot to mention.
Wow.
It's not like there's not going to be any air travel. I mean, it'll be crazy in plenty of ways, but I think you'll be fine.
Okay.
Excellent. Safe travels, Rita.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll be here until then. Okay.
Good.
Bye.
Sounds good.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
The next question is from Julie Lynn. Can you share a time frame for me for a full-time remote job that I'm going to be happy with? Correct? Did I get it right, Julie Lynn? Okay.
Yes, and I want to share with you, I go out and hug a tree every morning. I follow Native American rituals. So Native American culture, they literally go out and hug a tree every morning.
Yeah.
Yes. And you know what? Every time I hear people making fun of what they call tree huggers, it really annoys me because that's a real thing. And trees are powerful. And one of the the first people's rituals was they had to prove their manhood by taking a mouthful of water and running for miles and not drinking it. And they would hug a tree when they got tired because that gave them energy. And it wasn't their imagination. They did it because hugging a tree is a powerful thing to do. So,
Tell them your tree story.
oh, okay. So,
Let's hear it.
okay, here's a tree story. So I when I was a musician, I used to do marijuana and stuff like that.
When you were young.
When I was young, I stopped in when I was like 30 or whatever, my Saturn return. And I was once behind one of those giant tree movers out here in the Hamptons, because out here in the Hamptons, people move trees that are like 60 years old. And I was like, oh, tree, I went into my whole new age, whiny, crappy head. And I was like, oh, tree, you're so sad. You picked it. And the tree was like, I'm fine. It's you I'm worried about. I swear to God, I heard him say it. I heard the tree say it like as if it was in the car with me. And
wow.
Shortly thereafter, I gave up that way of living.
And I have to say that because of trees is really what got me into ritual, because the very first ritual I ever did was a grieving ritual about my sister who died when I was very young. I was pregnant. And I was drawn without knowing why to a grandmother tree. And I wound up being on my hands and knees, digging a hole in the earth in front of this tree and pouring my grief into the earth and into the tree. And not knowing that this was a Native American ritual, which it is, it's a grief ritual. And it totally changed my consciousness and it opened me up to the power of ritual.
Wow.
And it's almost like a past life thing that came through you, right?
Yeah, totally. Yes.
All right, but now let's get to the question.
Yeah.
I forgot the question. Sorry.
Okay, say the question again. Say your question again.
I'm just looking for a job. It's been really tough, as you guys all know.
So she's looking for a
Oh,
time
time frame.
frame. How in the next, short time? How much?
3 weeks.
Job?
Yeah, I get the Master Craftsman's card, so that's something that you're really good at. And I asked within the next 6 months, which was a yes, but Monte says I'll go with Monty's psychic impulse if it's sooner.
I know this sounds crazy, but ask the tree to help you.
Put that tree to work.
Yeah, really, tell you, enough hanging out in the garden here.
So I live in New Hampshire, but I've been blessed that I'm lucky enough to be able to go visit my sister in Vermont this week. I haven't seen my mom in like 3 months.
Wow.
And she lives in the most beautiful place in the world. I call it God's country, as Jeff knows from being from Vermont. So I'm gonna go up and hug every tree there is in Vermont.
That's gonna work.
You'll be there quite some time. That's quite a job. That's
Really. We're in Vermont.
Well, it's a little town called South Royalton, but it's near Woodstock, Vermont.
Woodstock's beautiful.
Woodstock is gorgeous.
God,
It's
Jeffrey, I
been
remember
many-
your birthday.
Many
Yeah.
a winter there.
In fact, I wanted to share, Michael J. Fox lived right next door to my sister for many, many years, Monte, in Woodstock, Vermont. And then when he got sick, he left there because he had to go down to New York City to get, cured
Treatment.
for his,
Sure.
he was always in town. People saw him all the time. Very nice gentleman. Just
Oh, he's great.
oh, yeah.
He's really smart too. He's the only person that could beat me at Trivial Pursuits.
Wow. So can I share a prosperity ritual since it seems
I
appropriate?
want to know how to do your other ritual too. You didn't share with us how to do the number ritual.
Well, this is a ritual that I do every year on the new year. So you can do it any time after midnight. So if you're up, you could do it at 12:01, or if you're going to sleep, do it when you wake up. What you do is you get a bowl and you fill it with coins, and then you literally step outside your apartment, your house, wherever you live, and you bless it with whatever your intention is for the year. So it can be a new job, but be as specific at the essence of what it is. It can be a relationship. It could be actual money, whatever it is, healing, it could be personal, family, and then global. And once you bless them all, you literally throw it in the front door. Like you take the coins, you get a handful of coins. It's really fun. You just throw it in and you leave it there all of January 1st. January 2nd, you gather it up and you give it away because you're affirming to the universe that you already are abundant. I usually put it like in a bag and I give it to my favorite checker at Gristides, or you can just, randomly, like a random act of kindness. You can give it to someone you know, but you don't have to. You can just give it away. And it's a great way to start off the year.
Wow. Thank you, Barbara.
That
That's
was great.
Thank you.
And then if you want to add to it, Amanda has it, you can spray my magnet, which is money spray. So you just spray that, or my manifest too, which is about success around it.
Wow.
But it's just fun. You could also do it with your office if you work in a different place than where you're living, although not everyone is going anyplace anymore.
She will be soon. 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Let us know, Dan.
Yeah, let us know, definitely.
Been 2 long years, let me tell you.
Awesome. Oh, it's hard. All right, are we ready for the next question?
Yeah.
We have a couple left before our time starts to ring. This is from Shem. What insight do the Oracle cards have for the coming year?
Wow.
Boom.
Oh, I don't see her.
This ties in with what Barbara was just saying. This is a generosity card. So whatever you put out, it's going to come back to you. And it's a charity freely given. So if you've been generous, you're going to get that come back at you. Where's Shem?
I see Shem.
Oh, I see you.
Okay.
Yeah, and I get kind of similar. I mean, I get, again, the card of the Mason of creating a new structure, something stable and new that is going to hold the energy of the divine feminine, because I also have Isis. And Isis is also about flexibility. You have to be very flexible. So we have to be able to pivot and not be locked into what we think we know. We have to open up new space to learn and to experience this new energy coming in, and then have the structure and the foundation to hold it.
Do you know what the new energy is?
What?
Do you know what the new energy is? Because I'm a stay-at-home mom and I'm looking for
What
something.
does it say?
Well, I think that's, I mean, Monte could tell me different because he's the astrologer. I'm not. But to me, the new energy is new. We don't know what it is yet. And if you think you know what it is, you're going to miss it.
Right.
So you need to be open, literally. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be flying cars or a new way of, using money. I mean, it's really going to be it's going to be different. So if we think we know what it is, we're going to put limits on it.
Yeah,
New
I got the new start card.
I like that.
Sometimes
I do need a new start.
Sometimes we must realize that what we have done needs to be discarded and we must make a new start. So maybe, I mean, yes, you're at home and you're taking care of a child, but you can do other things too.
Well, there's a little cherub on this card. So maybe it is something to do with children, young children, what you're going to be doing. Guess you're an expert.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you. Lauren,
Thank
before
you.
we take the next question, I just want to, since we have a bunch of people here, if you could just to humor the oracles, if you could drop in the chat the city and country you're from, that you're tuning in from, because it'd be nice to know who we're talking to. We're just curious. I'm always curious who's tuning in.
Yeah.
And the playbacks, I don't have that reference. So if you can, just drop in where you're from. We'd like to know. Thank you.
Springs, East Hampton, in the house.
In the chat. Thank you.
In the chat.
Texas,
Thank you very
New
much.
Jersey, Slovakia, Ontario. Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm also on, you could just go to my website to do it. Every year I do a vision weekend. This is the first one that's going to be on Zoom, but it's filled with rituals and meditation and ceremony and sound healing, movement. So I'm making it very experiential.
Amanda's going crazy on that one.
Yes,
Yeah,
Amanda's
she did.
come to them in person, but it's going to be online this year, and I'm really excited about it. So just barbarabiziou.com. And I have a special price now in early savings if people sign up now. It's the weekend after the election. After the inauguration.
Excellent. Thank you.
Same
That's
thing.
great.
Amanda, are you okay?
No, she's excited, and you just made her month that much better, and she has 2 things to look forward to, right, Amanda? Just
She's
keep shaking your head.
She's
Because
she
now
got
she's
the
gonna
other-
we're gonna have an inauguration, and then she's gonna get to be online, for all of you, right?
Might have 2 inaugurations.
It's good. Crying is good. It's a good
Yeah.
release. While you are verklempt, we love you. We're gonna go on to Cassie. Cassie, you ready?
Yes.
Okay,
She's
it's
ready.
Cassie's question is, I have some new projects starting in the new year. Will these endeavors be successful?
Well, you should focus on one.
Focus on one of them. Think about it now while we pull your card.
Which one do you want to know about? Where are you, Cassie? We're here all day and now I don't see you. Oh, there you are.
Okay, so the one I get is a collaboration with somebody that you like. A card means happy work shared in a happy way. So I think if there's one that you're thinking of doing with another person, that's the one to focus on.
Okay. So there are a couple projects that are collaborations, but there's a new one that we just started conversations about yesterday. And so that one's like really just in the very beginning of the works. So
I give you an extra card because you put our link in the chat. I get strength on that one that you're just talking about.
That's for all your kiddies that always show up while you're watching the show.
Yeah. I have that there's a lot of good luck and good fortune around it.
Yay.
The cobra means good luck and good fortune in your deck?
Well,
That's
this
interesting.
it has to do with many things. It's sexuality. I don't know if your project has to do with sex at all, but it's like sexuality, good luck, good fortune, transformation on many levels. But I don't know. I got good luck when you mentioned it. There are good forces around it.
thank you.
And what did the business oracle get?
Oh, I got to make sure that you reset your definition of success. That when you're evaluating the opportunities, you may get what you ask for, but be careful what you ask for, because it may not be what you want, or it may not be the most fulfilling or rewarding for you personally. So it's that's what I got when you guys were talking. So yes, successful technically, sure, but truly successful, you're going to be the judge of it.
Great. All right, Cassie, that's good. We're good? All right. Our next question today is from Esther. Astrologically, can you get any vibes as to what my upcoming year would look like? I know it's better to ask specific questions, but she's going to take what she can get.
Astrologically, it's hard because you have to look at somebody's chart and all that kind of stuff.
I can tell you my chart. I could tell
Well,
you
that
I'm Sag. I'm Sag.
No, but that would take a little bit too long.
Sag Sun. I could tell you I'm Sag Sun, Moon, and Aquarius rising, and nearly my entire chart is Earth and Capricorn. And I pretty much have 0 water, which I know is learning from past, whatever. But
Well, I got the direction card,
I need that.
and this is what the image is, and it says switch gears, reboot, and try a new and different direction.
Ay. Okay.
I get the Fool. So the Fool.
Yeah, that would be me.
It's good to be the Fool. The Fool is the first card of the deck, and the Fool is it on a merry adventure and trying new things and having fun. So I think you should take. I'm sure you're feeling serious that you want to do the right thing, but this is, if you have fun with it, you're going to be led to all the right things.
Thank you.
And I have the card of partnership, but it's very important that it's equal partnership, that it's not one person kind of lauding over the other person, so that whatever partnerships you're in, that there's a real give and take and it's equal and will be supportive.
Whoa. And for what it's worth, 3 words: fear, recharge, and resistance.
Interesting.
So put that all together in a cauldron.
Mix it up and see what you got.
Have fun, restart.
Recharge your resistance.
Yeah.
Direction, partnership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good combination there, Esther.
Yes.
I guess just
Thank you.
embrace the future to let it be.
Yeah.
Embrace the future to let it be.
Yeah.
I think everyone gets like, for when a new year comes, it's like, I want something new. Now it's going to happen, but you're right. You got to it's going to be more of the same. Well, we do have to embrace each moment.
That's for sure.
And set our intentions, but we should do that all the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Esther, did you do the logo for the Pulver EDU?
I did.
It's really good.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, it's really good. Everybody should know about Jeff and Lauren and Harry are doing this. Well, it's called Pulver EDU, and if you have something to teach, you teach it live. And if you want to take a class, you take it live. It's not recorded. It's really awesome.
It's interactive,
like
it's live, and
$20.
it's fun, and we're global. It's people from really all over the world are coming here to learn and to share what they know. And it's my belief, if someone's passionate about something, they are a subject matter expert. We've been very fortunate in this month when we launched to actually have people. We've had over 100 people take classes so far, and it's the one term which I did not expect to be talking about is just-in-time education. It's one thing when you run conferences, you want to know how many people are coming 7 weeks in advance, 3 weeks in advance. Literally, people will register for class up until the minute before class starts.
That sounds like today.
And it's fun. And frankly, if anyone here is interested in teaching something they're passionate about or something they are recognized to be an expert in, just drop by Pulver EDU and apply. Lauren is the head of schools, if there's such a title, and she's in her spare time scheduling every session. And we actually also, if you're a would-be student, on Sundays we have it's sort of like inside the teacher's lounge. On Sundays at 12 o'clock, we host Meet the Teachers, or for those without the students, we just hang out and talk shop about learning and about teaching and about what we're learning from the experience. And it's been eye-opening to me and fun and really rewarding in many levels. And I should mention that if you are a teacher, we do split the proceeds from each class with you, net of credit card fees, and every class is just about $20. So it's, as I did the math, there are 168 hours in a week. On average, they're 4.3 weeks to a month, which means there's 722 hours in a month. If you can find 1 hour out of your 722 to come and learn something new or teach someone and inspire them, you're invited to do so.
Hey, Jeff and Lauren, I saw Simon Kirk the other day, and he said he really enjoyed it, giving his class on songwriting.
That was an amazing class from my
was
perspective.
Awesome.
Simon,
Just awesome.
if you don't know who Simon is a co-founder of the band Bad Company and Free. He is recognized as one of the best drummers alive these days in rock and roll. He's a pretty awesome songwriter, and we had a pretty intimate gathering of songwriters, singer-songwriters, and fans. And we spent an hour. It's almost like an Ask Me Anything type of format about songwriting. And we look forward. Simon has already said he'll come back and do another class. I mean,
yeah, he said he had fun.
He's
Yeah,
used to
he did.
he's used to having 10,000 people in the stadium.
He had 65,000 people sing him happy birthday on his last birthday. So
we were but 17, but in the group that we had, he brought his manager, and he brought the chairman of his record label, and so it was.
No,
That's pretty cool.
And he's the nicest person. You know, he's a very close friend of ours. He's awesome, and he is some drummer boy.
Yes, he wants to teach virtual drumming. We'll see. It's been overwhelmingly positive, and Simon was just fun. A couple of weeks ago, I taught a class on how not to pitch your early stage startup, which I found interesting. It's from after listening to several thousand people pitch their businesses, and in January, I'm giving a class on vulnerability as a strength, how to build a community in 2021. And based on popular demand, I'm giving how not to pitch your startup again.
I mean, considering that's like invaluable, priceless for $20, that's unbelievable.
And it was fun. It's fun. I tell you, I come there with an open mind as far as what to cover. And the classes typically are about 20 minutes of questions and answers. And it's interactive. And that's the fun part, is we're the opposite of YouTube. If anyone's ever gone to YouTube to learn something and got frustrated because they had a question for the person who created the video, here we're live, interactive, and you get to ask your questions. And so that was the inspiration. So I am the polar opposite of people who charge money to watch a video that's pre-recorded. We're here authentic and ourselves coming together around the world. And it's maybe 25 years in the making, but it's been a lot of fun doing it. And we look forward to bringing that into 2021.
We do still have 3 or 4, definitely 3 questions, and maybe a 4th if we can get it.
Lightning round?
Lightning round?
Just one of us take each question.
All right.
Hey, Barbara, isn't this fun?
I love this. I'm back. I'm in.
Thank
By the way,
you.
Barbara, Lauren, before we start, there was someone messaged me about asking Barbara to repeat her ritual. I forgot which one she spoke about in the beginning, but there was a ritual that she spoke about.
With the moon?
I
With
can't
the
even
moon?
scroll back.
Well, aren't these recorded?
Yes, it's true. We'll get the recording. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. We'll make sure we send it out. This question is from Liliana. Every part of my life is in flux: marriage, family, home, career, everything. What do the cards say about catapulting my career upward and forward?
Okay.
Take it, Monte.
Go on, Monte.
Okay, lightning round. Start. You must start from where you are. Examine your situation and take a chance.
Okay, so taking a chance is the message.
Take a chance.
Take a chance.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Where is she?
Maybe not now.
Well, you said everything's in flux.
Yeah, everything's in flux. Every area, everything.
I think you should concentrate on your work. Take a chance with your work.
With the work.
Yeah.
And when you see a horse like that, it's like, get on your horse and ride. Maybe you got to just get out of the whole situation, get away from it and look at it instead of being in it.
Yeah, I feel like where I am right now, my job that I've spent almost 8 years at is a dead end.
Yeah.
There's a lot of changes here. My boss passed away, his son is taking over, and I don't feel very confident about the stability. And I've been wanting to do real estate development or just do something, but it's always that fear. So maybe that is the thing.
I would amplify Monte, because while you were talking and Monte was saying, it's like, now is the time to take a chance on yourself, to hear what you know already intuitively and act on it and be prepared for that future. Because better to be prepared and go out now than let what happens happen. So
Right. That really makes a lot of sense.
And plus, you know, when you're dealing with Ask the Oracles, we're all people that are entrepreneurial. And when you're entrepreneurial, you just do it because A, no one's going to do it for you. And
Right.
B, you know, the only
really have
person that's
nothing to
stopping
lose.
you is you.
yeah, I mean, I'll just say that you cannot outsource taking a chance on yourself.
Right, exactly.
Oh, Jeff.
Jeffrey.
Wow, Jeff.
T-shirt. T-shirt. Yes.
Good one.
T-shirt.
By the way, I don't think we know how to do a lightning round.
No, we're
No, this is not a lightning round.
Right. Don't. If there's a lightning storm, don't stay near the oracle.
Yeah, we're gonna have to run. The next question is from Tans.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. You're welcome. Next question is from Tans. What should I be releasing for my highest good in the coming year?
Okay. I got analyze. Your time is well spent analyzing, but only up to where you become too attached to any particular outcome. So
Well,
critical path analysis.
That's kind of says it, which is worry, being attached.
Right.
Do it
Yes.
tomorrow. Do it tomorrow, Tans, because it's a full moon.
Right.
That's why I say Monte's using our creativity deck.
By the way, this tapestry on the cover of this happens to be owned by Simon Kirk and his wife Maria.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I also get, you have to release expecting bad things. You know, it's the belief system that something's going to crash or not be good. So you have to let go of that belief system, you know, and shift into a mindset that you are supported and you will be taken care of and guided.
That's a good ritual for you to
That's
try. Do
amazing.
it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Tans is one of our teachers too. She was great.
Excellent.
Good.
Our next question is from Susan.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
And
Susan.
Hey,
big news, if
Susan.
you didn't read it, the money came through. Woohoo.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay, so here's the question. I'd like to know if it would be best this year not to even try to have a wedding, but rather just to get married.
Definitely. Well,
Definitely skip the wedding.
That's what I said too.
As far as I'm concerned, you guys are married. You might as well just get the presents.
I'd say, is that what your guy wants to do? Because I get the King of Pentacles.
He wants to do whatever I want, and initially said when our cruise got canceled that we're already married in the eyes of the Lord. We're going to be together for eternity. We might as well wait for a big party.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I get. I got the patience card, temperance for having a wedding. So I think you're going to wait on that, but just get married.
Just get married and don't
just do
even try to
something.
have a big wedding.
This actually looks a bit like him.
It does. I have a royal portrait of him over the bed. It's just like that. One of me
Cool.
too. But
Wow.
I love Susan's accent.
Yeah.
Oh, bless your heart. Thank you, hon. Well,
do you
I
like-
love Colin.
do-
I'm so grateful. Thank
All
you.
right, so go get married.
Thank
Come
you.
on. Quick.
All right,
let's
we'll
do
just
this.
get married and not have a party.
Not to worry about it. Yes.
You do it later.
I can
Your
marry
first
you.
anniversary.
Yeah.
Oh, Monte, that'd be great.
Whoa.
I can marry anyone anywhere
It's
except
true.
Suffolk County, where I live.
And he's got the outfits to wear.
Yes, I
That's
do.
what he does to me. Oh, that's precious. Well, now you made me want to have a wedding again and not just get married.
Have both.
Oh boy. Okay.
Well,
Our
Okay,
last
lightning
question
strikes.
for today is from Nancy.
Okay.
I just need to get it on here. I'm sorry. Whoops, I just keep missing it. Hold on. Sorry.
Where's Nancy? Say something.
Nancy, where are you?
There she is.
Okay, Nancy. Nancy wants to know if anyone she sent her book to has read it, or is it in the slush pile? Basically, she's looking to have it published this new year.
I heard yes, they have read it. Wow, must be good.
Oh,
Enchantment.
We are enchanted when the muses sing the art spirit into us. It must be a good book.
it is a good book.
Yeah. I have the card of success.
Wow.
Like that.
Yeah.
This is Walk Like an Egyptian. Speaking of your deck, Barbara.
Oh, wow.
This is one of Amy's all these cards are Amy's tapestry details.
Fabulous.
I got the sorrow card, so maybe that's part of the subject of your book that Does that make sense?
Yes.
What's it
But
about?
I don't feel like you're going to be disappointed. I just feel like it's trying to tell us a message about what her book's
Right.
about.
But it's not a. It's easy to think that, but they move slowly at publishers. They
Yeah,
really
they
do.
don't get back to us. You have to.
They're very slow.
Yeah, and especially now.
They don't know how to work at home.
They know how to work at home. They hide.
Just keep at it, but you got good answers.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Was that it, Lauren?
That's it.
That's it. We're good.
Well,
Ask
gosh,
the oracles.
Ask
We got to
the
get a
Oracles. Hey,
theme
Happy
song.
New Year.
Thank you, everybody, for
Happy
joining
Thank
us.
you, everybody.
Safe
Barbara,
travels if you go somewhere.
And just
Barbara, you
remember,
were fantastic. You were a fantastic guest. I hope
yeah,
you
thank
come
you,
back.
Barbara.
Those are
Love
some
to.
great rituals.
And don't forget, you guys can
Don't forget,
Go to Barbara's
Joyce is wearing my
website.
necklace.
Ah,
Oh, nice.
Right, and I have lots of rituals on my
Anna's wearing.
website. Lots of free ones. I send them out every week. So just barbarabiziou.com, sign up, and you'll get lots of them.
And we will be sending out a replay of this with Barbara's information and Monte and Amy's information.
Great.
Thank
If
you.
And we'll see you
catch it
next
in the
week.
chat, don't worry.
See you next week. See you
Our friend Diane will be our special guest. She's a great reader also.
And this time we'll record her.
well, we'll record it again. Hopefully, it will stay. But just remember, if
Happy
it's
New
Monday,
Year, everyone.
New Year.
Happy
If
New
it's
Year.
Monday, it's
Talk
Ask
to your
the
spirits,
Oracles.
Monty.
We'll see you next week and have a Happy New Year. Thank you. all
Happy
for
New
being here.
Year.
See you next year, everybody.
See you
Somebody
next
had to
year.
say it.
Everybody.
See ya.
Bye bye.
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 Bye-bye.